That's how much I loved him. That's how much I loved him.
Wasn't he like the kid of the chief of police or something?
Oh my God, it was tremendous. I loved him. I don't want to say his name. He's in business now, but he showed me a lot of love when I needed it as a child. He'd bring me into his house, and his father always made chili. Like there's some people, that's a dish I love, like a good chili with rice and onions, raw onions. And he would tell him, like, Dad, Coco really loves your chili. So every time the guy would be driving a police car, and he'd see me go, Coco, come over next Wednesday. I'm making my chili, all right? And he'd just take off. He was always good to me. His sister was always good to me. I hung out with his cousins. They had 2 batches of cousins. Very interesting family because the one side were cops and the other side were gangsters. So they didn't talk.
Wow.
Fucking tremendous. But the kids talked. They were all mad because the chief of police's sister was married to the mafia. So, but they were all cousins. I went to school with 3 of the batches.
That's crazy.
So he was my friend. So when I saw you were very quiet like he was. He was good looking, quiet, but his Italian genes, he was always thinking. He might be looking at you. You look at him like Sebastian. People say, look at Sebastian. He's over there in the corner like a mook. Stand there. But Sebastian's over there thinking how he's going to take over the fucking world, you fucking jerk off. While you're over here talking about that joke you wrote in Memphis last week. Oh, my God. It was tremendous. Sebastian's over there looking at you thinking, this fucking pork chop, And that was Gerard. Gerard was always, so I understood you from day one, the cologne. You were a very hard worker. I could see that they were pulling you in one direction and you would dabble in that direction with those fucking... With the Wonder Bread Italians, they would take you, but you were too. Your genes were pulling you. You didn't want no part of it. Yeah. And I always had the utmost respect for you. And over the years, Ari would always tell me, "Fucking Sebastian, killing it." And I would go, Ari, it doesn't surprise me. When everybody else was yakking, he was in the back taking notes. Those are the scariest people. Not guys like me that talk. The guys that watch and smile at you. That's old Italian shit. Fuck you, fangu, your mother. And they're like, yeah, smiling. And then later on, you wake up in the middle of the night to get water, and you got a knife in your fucking neck. And the guy's standing there playing the fucking ukulele, singing you Italian songs and shit. That's the mentality.
Well, there's a typical Italian that has a characteristic of being a loud guy, being a talker. But for myself, I was always very shy, very kind of laid back. I didn't monopolize a conversation. I just kind of sat and listened and nodded. And I don't know. I thought you'd never learned anything by talking.
Always. Yeah.
So I just kept silent. And when I went to the Comedy Store, I didn't know how to blend in, or it just feels like, you feel like a new kid in school, especially when you come out Los Angeles, 1998. I know nobody.
Now, where'd you come from?
I came from Chicago. I was born and raised in Chicago.
How many stand-ups did you do in Chicago?
I didn't.
You never did stand-up?
I did once in college. I opened up for the national comedian that was coming to the school. They had a contest.
Who was it?
God, I forget his name. It will come to me as we talk. But funny story, he ended up featuring for me 3 years ago when I went to Cleveland, and I didn't tell him that I was the guy who opened up for him 18 years or 15 years prior. But it was just a funny how the world works. But anyway, I opened up for him. It's a primarily black audience at the college, and I'm dying, sweating up there, and I'm dying. The jokes ain't hitting, and I start hearing Sandman. I go, what the hell is Sandman? Later on, I find out it's what they scream at the Apollo when you stink. So that was my first introduction into stand-up comedy, and after that, I didn't do it for 3 years until I moved out to Los Angeles. So I started here. From Chicago in 1998, and I took Sandy Shore's sandbox class, which, not knowing anything about comedy, I start looking in the trade papers. I go, oh, Sandy Shore, who is the daughter of Mitzi Shore, has a class at the Comedy Store. So light bulb goes off. I'll take the class, and if the daughter likes me, she'll tell the mother I'm in. So the first day, we're in the class, and she says, me and my mother, we don't really get along. And I'm thinking, there goes $450. There goes my plan. But, say what you want about stand-up comedy class. I know it's got like a negative connotation for some people. It helped me for the 6 months that I was in it, just kind of be comfortable going up on stage in front of a group of people who were doing the same thing. So And then after that, I came into the comedy store about 1.5 years later. I got passed, and that's where I kind of got introduced to you. And like I said, you were very friendly, open. Hey, what's going on? We would bullshit in the parking lot, and then you vanished for what?
2007.
2000, gone. Didn't see you at
47 years.
Did you leave because why? Or what happened?
There was reasons. There was I didn't like the direction it was going. That was number one, and I felt like I had overstayed my welcome. If you were to start at Zany's in Chicago, you start as an MC, and after about 3.5 years, you'd feature, and then after 5 or 6 years, you'd get really good, Sebastian, but you'd have all the local references down. So, a night that they're coming in to see Joe Rogan, you open up for him, and next thing you know, you're rocking in front of Joe Rogan. It's taking Joe Rogan 8 minutes to get it together. Well, you got to make a move. So now, what's his name? Bert comes up to you and he goes, Sebastian, you got a great set. What I'm going to do is headline you on the holidays. So now you buy another year in Chicago. So you headline Christmas, you headline Thanksgiving, you headline the 4th of July. After that, there's nowhere for you to go, Sebastian. Yeah. So that's 6-7 year mark. I just wasn't going nowhere. That was one part of it. The other part of it was the whole Tommy thing with Rogan and the whole thing. I just, because Rogan got thrown out of there way before he got thrown out of there. They went on that tour, and that's when the whole plot was getting assembled. And they would come to me, and they go, when your boy came back, he's not going to do 40 minutes. And I go, what are you telling me for? Go tell him. It was like I saw the whole thing evolve. Then I got a call from Tommy about Caparulo and fucking Carlos, and then the Super Bowl commercial came with Carlos. Third commercial on the Super Bowl. First commercial break of the Super Bowl. Third commercial is Carlos Mencia. I'm watching this going, this is not good. Every comic in LA right now, their head's blowing up. And sure enough, 2 weeks later, Carlos gets into the beef with Joe Rogan. It was a power keg. Oh. But that commercial, that thing fucking set it off. I just thought that I was overstaying my welcome. I wasn't seeing myself go anywhere. Mm-hmm. I got off the blow. I was trying to just find my way, and that's what happened. I just didn't want to. I just saw the dark side of it. It was just getting too out of control, and it had done what it had to do. Yeah, I had overstayed my welcome.
So now you return, right? Now, do you feel at home there? Is it something where you're like,
yes, absolutely. When I see guys like you, it makes me very happy. When I see. I go down and I see Ari or I see Duncan. I still get, even Kurt Fox has changed a lot. It's great to see him. I feel I'm too old. I feel like when we started and those guys would be up and they'd be creepy. We're going in like fucking Marines, you understand me?
Welcome to church, motherfucker.